King County, Washington State right now, and what you see right next to me is a culvert. That's what we call it when you have a passage for water to go under a road, a highway, or another piece of infrastructure. Now, a lot of these culverts were put in decades ago, and the way they were designed or the way that the stream bed has changed over time means it is now difficult or impossible for fish to pass through these waterways. That can have a devastating effect, for example, around here on salmon populations. And that's important not just for environmental reasons, but for economic reasons, whether we're talking about tribal nations or other communities that depend on access to thriving fisheries. The reason we're here right now is because the Department of Transportation is officially launching our national culvert removal, replacement, and restoration program. This is part of the bipartisan infrastructure package. It provides $1 billion to work with over the next 5 years to restore, replace, or remove the culverts that are here and upgrade them so that those fish will be able to get to where they need to be. Again, this is important not just environmentally, but economically. It's going to make a big difference in many geographies, including here in the Pacific Northwest. And one more example of how we're putting those tax dollars to work in ways that are going to benefit the community, the environment, and the economy. Secretary Pete, so excited to be in Wenatchee with Representative Kim Schreier celebrating the successful application that this community made for a major grant from our infra program to support the Apple Capital Loop. It's going to make a big difference for supply chains, for commutes, and for the community here.
Well, Secretary Buttigieg, I am so excited that you came out here to Wenatchee to see my district, to hear from apple farmers, also to hear from hay growers about the importance of transportation in getting goods to market and how critical this Apple Capital Loop is, but how it also connects communities, gives lots of ways of getting around town, and how important it is. So thank you for making the trip out to Washington State. And thank you for helping with this project. It's incredible.
I'm so glad I got to see it. You've been encouraging me to come here for some time. Now I understand why you're so proud of the collaboration, the bipartisan cooperation that makes things like this possible. And I appreciate your support for making sure we have the resources to provide infrastructure that's going to benefit folks, whether they're directly involved in agriculture or just in communities that count so much on these resources. So look forward to continuing to work together.
Likewise.
Thanks.
Thank you, Secretary.